Good morning, students. Today I am going to take Unit 4 Human Resource Management, Lesson 11, Employee Selection Process Part 3. Now, what is meant by selection? So, selection means it is a process of selecting the suitable candidates for various positions in the organization is a selection. And what are the steps in employee selection process? I already completed. So what are the steps in employee selection process? So first step is application plan. Number 2, second step is scrutinizing the application. First one is application plan. Second one is scrutinizing the applications. Third one is selection test. There are several tests are conducted in the organizations. And the next one is interview. Fourth step is interview. Physical examinations or medical examinations, and a reference check, approval by higher authorities, final selections, and contract of employment. These are all the steps in employee selection process. Now you will say, what is the difference between recruitment and selection? What are the differences between recruitment and selection? Recruitment and selection. First column is basis, second column is recruitment, third column selection. What are the differences between the recruitment and the selections? So first basis is a meaning. First one is meaning. What is meant by recruitment? So recruitment means is that finding the suitable candidates for the various posts in the organizations. Recruitment means finding the suitable candidates for the various posts in the organizations. Understood? Recruitment means finding the suitable candidates for the various posts in the organization. What is it by selection? Selection means selecting or choosing. Selection is the process of selecting or choosing suitable candidates for the various positions in the organization. Understood this meaning? What is the meaning of the recruitment? Recruitment means it is the process of finding suitable candidates for the various posts in the organization. What is meant by selection is it is the process of selecting or choosing suitable candidates for the various positions in the organization is called a selection. And what is that? Number 2. Second basis is approach. Second basis is approach. So approach under recruitment is the positive one. Approach under recruitment is positive one. But in the selection process, approach under selection process is a negative. This is a positive. Approach is a positive approach because those who are candidates are selected. Remaining person is eliminated. So this is a positive nature. So this is for the finding the candidates. So selection recruitment is the finding the candidates. But this is a negative approach. Approach under selection. Selection is the negative because selecting the candidates and selecting the particular candidates and eliminating the rest is a negative. So its approach of the recruitment is under recruitment is positive. Approach under selection is negative. And the next one is objective. So what is the main objective of the recruitment is inviting the large number of candidates to apply for the post. Inviting large number of candidates apply for the post. Inviting large number of candidates apply for the post is a recruitment. in the selection is, what is the main objective of the selection is selecting the suitable candidates. Selecting the suitable candidates. What is the main objective of the recruitment is inviting large number of candidates to apply for the post is called a recruitment. But in the selection is selecting, what is the main objective of the selection is selecting the suitable candidates. And the next, fourth one is sequence. Sequence means is called a order. Order means this is the first stage. In the every organizations, they have to follow first stage is a recruitment. So this is the first. But in the selection process, the sequence of the selection is the second stage. Order is a second stage. And the next one is, what is the method? Method. This it is on economical method. It is on economical method, because only they can't be find out of the candidates. Economical method. Only the recruitment main objective is finding the candidates. So it's a very economical method. But here it is on expensive method. It is on expensive method, because they can't be conducted the several tests. So this is the expensive method. And then what is the next one is contractual relation. Contractual relations. There is no contractual relations between the employee and the management. There is no contractual relations between the employer. No contractual relations between the employee and the employee. Employer and the employee. But there is a contractual relations between the employer and employee. Contractual relation between the employer and employee. There is a no contractual, because they have to find out the persons. Remaining has to be eliminated. So there is a no contractual relations between the employee and the employer. But here there is a contractual relations between the employer and employee. And the next one is the process. So process of the recruitment is simple process. The process of recruitment is very simple process, they can't be followed. But here selection process is complex and complexity. This is a difficult process. Difficult process, because there has to be conducted several tests, several steps to be followed for the selection process. And then what is the last one is time. It requires less time, because it's only finding the candidates. It requires less time to select less time to find out the candidates. Whereas it requires more time to find out more time to select the candidates. So here is also many steps they have been followed in the selection of the employees. So these are all what are the differences between recruitment and selections. So what is the first one is meaning. What is meant by recruitment? Recruitment means finding the suitable candidates for the various posts in the organizations. What is meant by selection? Selection means it is a process of selecting or choosing selecting the suitable candidates for the various posts in the organizations. And what is the approach? So approach under recruitment is positive. Approach under selection is negative. And objective. What is the main objective of the recruitment is inviting a large number of candidates to apply for the post. But here is selecting the suitable candidates for this post. And then sequence. Sequence means that is called your order. So recruitment is the first, and then selection is the second stage. And then next, what is the method? So this recruitment method is on economical method. Only it has to be finding the candidates. But here is on expensive method, selecting the candidates. So it's a very expensive method. And then contractual relations. There is no contractual relations between the employer and the employee. Only to find out the candidates. But here there is a contractual relations between the employee and employer. And then the process. So the process of the recruitment is simple, but here is the process of the selection is difficult complexities, and the last one is time. It requires less times, it requires more times. So these are all the what are the differences between the recruitment and selections. Now you will say placement. What is the next heading is placement. Next one is placement. So what is mean by placement? So placement means placing the placing right man for right job in the organizations. Right man or right job in the organization is called a placing. What is placing means? Is a placement means is a placing the right man for the right job or on the right job. Right man for the right job in the organization is called a placing. So this placing includes appointing a new persons, appointing a new employees, and transfer, transmissions, promotion, transfer, transmission, transfer or transfer, promotion, demotion of the present employees. So this placement includes. So placement refers to what is placement means is a placing a right man for the right job in the organization is called a placement. Okay, and this placement includes appointing a new employees and transfer, promotions, demotions, upgrading of the present employees is a placing. This placing includes appointing a new employees and promotion, demotions, and upgrading of the present employees is called a placements. Now, what are the significance of the placement? Significance of the placements. What are the significance of placements? So, placement helps to it improve the employee morale. It helps to improve the employee morale. So, placement helps to improve the employee morale. Every organization must follow the morale in the organization. So, improve the placement helps to improve the employee morale. And so, the placements helps to reduction employee turnover. It helps to reduction employee turnover. It helps to reduction employee turnover. And so this placements helps to reduce the accidents. It helps to reduce the accident. It helps to reduce the accidents. And next one is, so this in this placements it has to be reducing the it has to be avoid. It helps to avoid short-term employee shortage. Short-term employee shortage. And then it helps to avoid misfit between employee and job. Misfit between employee and job. So what are the significance of the placement? Number one is it helps to improve the employee morale. It helps to improve employee morale. And it helps to reduction employee turnover. It helps to reduction employee turnover. And it helps to avoid accidents. It helps to reducing the accident. And it helps to avoid short-term employee shortage. Because every organization is asked to be maintained for the correct employees in the organizations. They are not appointed or the any shortage and any deficient employee in the organizations. And the next one is it helps to avoid misfit between the employee and job. So this is for the what are the significance of placements. Next, what are the principles of placements? So next one is, what are the principles? Next heading is, what are the principles of placements? So number one is a job first and man's next. Job first, man next. Man next. That is, so man should be placed. So man should be placed on the job according to the requirements. Placed on the job according to their requirements. According to the requirements of the job. Requirements of the job. So what is the first principle is job first, man next. And that means, so man should be placed. So man should be placed on the job according to the requirements. Here requirements means that is called qualifications and experience. Qualifications and experience of the candidates. Qualification and experience of the candidate. That is the first principles. The organizations are not compromise for this requirements. So job first, man next. So every organization first they have to understand what is the qualification and the experience of the candidates. So that is man should be placed on the job according to their requirements. The requirements means qualifications and the experience of the candidates. And then what is the next one is job offered. Job offered. So job offered based on the man is based on the qualifications of the candidates. So job offered means it's based on the qualification of the candidates. So qualifications is a must. So the placement principles, the main principle is qualification of the candidates and the experience of the candidates. And the next one is terms and conditions. Terms and conditions. So every employee, all the employee in the organization must follow what is the terms and conditions and what is the culture in the organizations relating to the job. So all the employees must follow the terms and conditions. This is another principle of the placements. So the terms and conditions must be followed. And the next one is aware about penalty. Aware about penalty. If any employee in the organizations or do any wrong or rash, they must be paid for the penalty to the organizations. And the last one is the loyalty and cooperation. Loyalty and cooperation. Cooperations. The placement of the organization process is not a simple process. It is very difficult process. So the new employee in the organizations must be maintain the loyalty and cooperations in the organizations. So these are all the principles of the placements. And then now we will say what are the important terms. What are the important terms in this chapters, in this unit. So this lesson is over. What are the important terms or important terms in this lesson? So number one is, so first one is human resource, HR. What is mean by HR means? So HR is on employee. HR is on employee in the organizations for the survival and success of the business. Inevitable for the survival and the success of the business is called a human resource. Human resource is on employee who are inevitable for survival and the success of the business. What are the important terms in this unit? So number one. Number two is HRM. So what is mean by HRM? HRM means the branch of management that deals with managing the human resource is called a human resource management. What is mean by HR means the branch of management that deals with managing the human resource is called a HR. What are the functions of the HR? How many functions it has to be followed? Functions of HR. Two, you have here two functions of the HRs. First one is the managerial functions. Managerial functions. Another one is operating functions. So operating functions. What are the managerial functions? Planning, organizing, directing, controlling. These are all the managerial functions. What are the operating functions? Recruitment, compensations, intention, and so on is the operating functions. And then what is the next one is recruitment. What is meant by recruitment? Recruitment means is the process of finding the suitable candidates for the various posts in the organization is called a recruitment. What is the reasons for recruitment behavior? So the recruitment reasons for what are the reasons for recruitment behavior? So that is the death of an employee or retirement of an employee, retirement, resignation of an employee, dismissal of an employee, and disablement of an employee. These are all the reasons behind recruitments. What are the reasons behind recruitment? Is death, retirement, resignation, dismissal, disablement of an employee is the reason behind the reason behind recruitments. And what are the sources of the recruitments? Recruitment has to be followed in two ways. Two sources it has to be followed. So one is for the internal sources, another one is for the external sources. Internal sources, external sources. So internal sources means is that within the business they have been recruited the persons. For example, transfer, promotion, demotions, upgrading, and retirement employees, like recommendation of the existing employees, retirement employees. These are all the job rotation. These are all the internal sources. So this external sources have been further divided into two kinds. So direct method, indirect method. So direct method means is a directly recruited. Direct method means is the advertisements, campus recruitments. What are the direct method is advertisement, campus recruitments, and unsolicited applicants. IE recruitment. These are all the direct sources. Indirect sources is government employment exchange, private employment exchange, and proportional associations. These are all the indirect recruitments. So these are all the sources of the recruitments. Two kinds of sources: internal sources and then external sources. And then what is the next one is selections. So selection means selecting the suitable candidates for the various posts in the organizations. So in this selection process, you have followed the different steps in the employee selection process. And interview, in the another main important word is interview. So interview, this word is derived from the French word wire. Wire means is to see each other. That is a face-to-face interaction between the interviewer and interviewee. That is called a interview. That is the meaning of the interview. And the next one is in the different types of interview already you learned. Okay, and the last step is called a next one is the placement. So placement means is the placing the right man for the right job in the organizations is called a placements. So that's all for this lesson, students. Thank you.